Welcome back to Fangirlz Assemble.
Hey, how are you, everyone? Oh my God,
we're not live. It's fine.
I'm lost. Like
no one's watching. It's fine. There's not people in the chat.
I mean, aren't we live?
Yeah, and there are people in the chat.
Oh my God. Okay, we have become a bunch of unprofessionals. I'm so sorry, you guys.
It's fine.
Welcome back to Fangirlz Assemble, you guys.
Yeah, welcome to another fun-filled episode of Fangirlz Assemble, episode 51. I promise you. I mean, we haven't, it feels like we have done 50 and we just gave up. We're like, okay, guys, we've done it. We've shown that. Yeah, now we can just do it. Like, whatever. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Fangirlz Assemble. Joining me all the way from Kentucky is Kristin and Maddie. How are you both?
Doing well. I just got back from Gen Con this weekend.
Oh my God.
I'm so jelly of you.
It was wonderful.
Oh.
So many good people were there.
I know. I didn't get to see any of them, but they were there. So, I did see minor celebrity Kyle Starks though.
Oh,
we started to become con buddies now because I see him and I'm like, so how's this one going?
I imagine this one's better for him.
Yes,
that's what I've heard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good.
It's a lot better than the last time I saw him.
Right. So today we're going to be talking about hauls and reads. But before we get going, where did we go to buy all these books that we're about to show off?
That would be InStockTrades.com.
InStockTrades.com. You're kidding me. Is that the one where you can spend $50 and get free shipping?
Yes, it's amazing shipping.
Oh my gosh.
They pack it like nobody's business.
Oh my Lord.
Nobody's business.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this also the store where you can get discounts up to 42% off, sometimes 50%?
Clutch my pearls, yes. Right. Like
in fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there a Marvel sale this weekend only? It ends tonight.
I think you're right, Kristin.
Everyone's like, is it? I'm pretty sure, guys.
No, it
check
is.
my email. Okay, good.
Yeah, Marvels are currently at 45% off, and you can get and the thing is, current Marvel that are at 50% off, you can get additional 3% off, I think, on top of that.
It's amazing.
So there is no reason not to get Chip Zdarsky's. Did I say that right? What's his last name?
Zdarsky? Yeah.
Zdarsky, yes. Chip Zdarsky's first Daredevil Trade Volume 1. I've been hearing that is really awesome, and you should go get it. And there's also anything special coming up next week?
Is next week our pick of the month?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Let me check.
According to IST, it is. I guess that's wrong. That's the tease, guys. If you can figure it out.
All right, let's look at our coming soon, you guys. Let's see what's up, what's going down. Honestly, I've been a bit behind because I feel like lately there hasn't been anything I've been waiting for to pick up as much. We do have Isabella hardcover volume 1. That's coming out. Looks very good by Dark Horse. I am pretty excited about that. Justice, the deluxe edition hardcover, which it's always beautiful.
The Aquaman, the standard hardcover. The standard hardcover is coming up. It's called what? Unspoken Water by Kelly Sue DeConnick, which I have been dying to read because I've just finished up with Dan Abnett's Aquaman, the Rebirth Aquaman. So I am so waiting to read.
And that's really good.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
And then what else is coming up?
Promise Neverland, Volume 11. That is a fantastic manga I've been reading.
On that.
Oh, girl, you must.
Everyone's talking about it.
It's great.
Oh, well, good. I've got some free time this week, hopefully.
So that's all that's coming up. But the thing is, we are going to talk about today is what we are going to be getting. And once you are done with this, you can go to InStockTrades.com. Get all of them because trust me, you do not want to lose out on that 42% off deal. Before we get going, are we getting a feedback sound you guys are hearing? There's something is dragging.
Is it me? It's probably my fault.
I can't really hear anything. But we'll ask the chat. Can you guys hear something weird?
Yeah.
Feel free to tell us if you do.
Yeah, because I feel like there's like a breathing. Like, I don't know if there's a ghost in the machine. I think that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, where is the sound coming from?
Hey, question, guys. I just realized something that's coming up next week. I was double checking to see if I was like IST was still right, because sometimes they list are coming soon, but things get canceled or changed, or they come out later.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka Volume 3 is coming out. I had no idea. I have the first two. It's the best Wonder Woman run. And I did not know Volume 3 was coming out. So I am very excited. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah, I actually read the first 2 volumes and then I loved it. So I've been waiting for the 3rd volume to come out. So I'm going to pick that up. Is it coming next week?
Yeah, it looks like, according to IST, they'll be getting it on the 7th of August. And then Amazon, I guess other distributors will be getting it August 13th.
Oh, that's great. Yes.
Yeah, so everyone, I honestly, like, if you've never read Wonder Woman or you have read Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka, to me, is like the pinnacle of Wonder Woman's story. He just does so well. The art's always beautiful. I mean, it's just, no one writes Wonder Woman like Rucka, to me.
No, that's true. And I kind of agree. I really like that run particularly because that happened just before, I think, the New 52 happened. So, or like Infinite Crisis because
this is it happened right before and during the Crisis Infinite Crisis.
Infinite Crisis. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I really like that. So yeah, that's a good one. Also, I would like to apologize if my video quality is crappy, because apparently that's been a complaint. I don't know why. Since we moved to this platform, something's been going on, and I when I'm recording it and seeing it right here, it's all fine. But somehow, apparently, when it gets to the interweb, it's looking a little bit choppy. So apologies for that, guys. I'm looking into ways to fix it, but at this time, this is where we are at. But hey, people in the chat is asking if every one of us is breathing. Yeah, we're all breathing.
The chat's lit right now. By the way, the Wonder Woman trade is going to be a trade paperback. So I have hopefully they keep the same format. Let me grab it. Excuse me, my pug is on the way. Okay. So I'm hoping they keep the same format. So I don't have the first one right now with me, but
it's a little chunky.
It looks like this. It's a pretty chunky trade, and it has this layout. It kind of matches also the Wonder Woman by John Byrne has a very similar look. I hope that they continue the trades looking like this. If all right, I'm gonna use some choice words. DC, if you're watching, if you fucking change the way this trade spine looks, I'm gonna come after you. Listen,
they're gonna change it just to fight you now. They're gonna be like, that girl said it.
Don't do it. Okay, don't pull a Green Arrow Rebirth and decide to flip the script on what the binding looks like. Okay, thank you.
Have you seen the Batman Rebirth Deluxe Edition cover?
I haven't. Is it
okay? Black now. It's black now.
Well,
I don't have it.
I guess that makes sense because that's what they've been doing with the trades.
It's not okay. It doesn't make sense.
I hate it. Because I like the white and the blue. I think it's very eye-catching. I think it's very easy to see. I can't help but think about those things. It shouldn't matter. The story's what matters, but we all have, bookshelves and collections, and we think about these things. And I think about the design choices. When they came out with Rebirth, that nice white and blue, we'll just grab one example, is so crisp. It's clean. I like the flow of it. It's great. And then they just did this bullshit.
Yeah, now it's gonna look weird. Now it's gonna look so
all
weird.
of our shelves are ugly again, so thanks.
It's a sad day.
I say that as a huge DC fan. It isn't gonna change anything for me. I'm just still gonna buy everything.
Right.
I'm disappointed.
Anyway, all right. So let's get some energy going. Kristin, why don't you get us going with what have you hauled so far? Since I think it's been a while since we done this episode, so
I still don't have tons, but I have some.
Ooh, show us what you got.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna start out with some ridiculous nonsense no one but me is gonna care about.
Show us.
And that is Plum Crazy. It's a manga about a cat and there's 4 volumes, and I'm so excited, guys.
Oh my god!
It's so cute.
Oh,
I mean, I've read like 2 of these now, and they're great. So, come on. It's just about a fun cat. You guys know I love chi, so I needed more in my life. And these were dirt cheap, so I like dirt cheap things. So I got those. Then I got... This is grossly out of print now, guys. So I had to get it.
Yes.
I found it at a local comic shop, and I'm like, I waited too long, so now I have to get these.
good
So
move. I wish I did. I just keep praying for an omnibus.
I think it'll happen one day, but it's probably gonna be years, and I don't want to wait that long. So this is what I'm doing.
The Thor 4
Yeah, that's 2 years.
comes out.
It's too many years. Too
But
many.
the thing is, I love that cover. I absolutely love that cover. Like, it's just
I love it.
so good. I love it.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. Even though I think that spine change is gonna bother me come volume 3, right?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Kristin, do you want to see this? Do you want
I've seen it, but I want you to show everyone watching if they don't know about it. Yeah, show them.
Guys.
I already know it's gonna bother me.
Okay, hang on. Now I have to do this like acrobatic between. Look at this. What the hell is this? Like, it's white, and then this like colorful whatever it is that's going on. It doesn't match. Nothing about this match. I am so glad at least they kept this that way. But
I like that it's a big chunk though. I'm excited.
Yeah, it is. But the thing is like, no. All right.
So then I got some floppies because I'm that person now. So if you guys care about this, I become that person.
We have become those people who buy single. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what happened to us.
I was telling Free in the group, I'm like, a lot of my haul is going to be singles as well. But here's the deal. We're keeping the industry alive by actually buying these at local comic shops.
There you go.
Which is exciting. So we're basically heroes, right? That's what that means.
That's exactly what that means. So
this is a new IDW series, Kanto. It quickly went into, I think, a 3rd printing because there's super hype. I don't know what it's about, but it looks fantastic. So I had to pick it up, and I really like the cover.
Oh, yeah. And who wrote it?
I don't even know that. Let's see. David Boer, art by Drew Zucker. Let's see. Okay, this is the 2nd printing. Yeah, but there's major hype over this, and I'm excited. And it looks really cool, and I like the art. And again, love this cover. So that's just a random pickup because I thought it looked cool. Then I got some Lumberjanes. If you guys don't know, I do have a pull list at my local comic shop. This is the only thing on it. So I pick up monthly, probably 1 issue of Lumberjanes and the previews catalog because I love the previews catalog. So, and I get it for free if I have a pull list. So I'm keeping my comic shop alive. I'm keeping this book alive, which I think is incredibly important. So that's cool. I also did pre-order The Last Giant Days, which Free and I have talked about. We're both doing, and I'm very excited.
Yes. Like, I actually ran to my comic shop and then ordered both. I don't think anyone can see me, but ordered both the A and the B. So by Max Aaron, the cover. So I am just so excited for that.
And they're going to be chunky. I'm excited.
Supposedly.
Apparently. I mean, they're like, what, $7 or $8, so they better be. So I also had to pick up Angel issue 3 because I'm still reading Angel and Buffy when they come out. This is a spooky variant. This is spooky.
Angel's been getting some good covers.
Yeah, they're really cool. So that was exciting. And yesterday, Second and Charles had a sale on comics. It was buy 5, get 5 free. I picked up a butt ton of Darkwing Duck books for about like 60 cents each. This is something I've been going to like half prices. I've been going around, I feel like the world, searching for these. I can never find them. It was a short-lived boom series that happened. The trades are grossly out of print now. And I'm not paying $50 for a trade, okay? So I'd rather pick these up in singles to be able to read these because I missed out when they came out. So I'm very excited about this. This isn't the only one. I picked up like 2 to 18. So I'm missing one. And of course, one's like $30. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I'm hoping to stumble upon it one day.
Well, now that we know, we can keep a lookout for you.
What's that?
So now
no, I was just
sorry.
No,
I'm like, I don't know what both of you are saying.
everyone's talking at the same time. No, I was just gonna say, like, these Disney series, like, I kind of wonder, like, now that Disney owns Marvel, why they haven't moved these over to Marvel to do, like, to reprint this.
Well, they don't do like any licensed properties now, do they? I mean, not many at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking out loud, like, why don't they do that? Like, I mean, it's anyway.
Well, I think it wasn't big enough, and honestly, with like the new cartoon coming back, and like since Darkwing Duck and Tailspin characters and all those others will be in next season, I think that whatever happens from now on, the only thing that's going to get printed in regards to the Duckverse will probably be the new style and the new.
Yeah, and IDW has DuckTales, and they're doing like these Disney Giant issues, which I've been picking up some because Darkwing Duck's in it.
Right.
So it's all those like afternoon shows that came out. I love Darkwing, so I'm very excited about this.
And there's Incredibles has like a comic book. Frozen has a comic book, which are all being produced by IDW or like Boom or whatever. I'm like, that's interesting. You have a comic publishing. But anyway, I'm just thinking out loud.
I mean, kids pick those up like you have no idea.
Yeah.
And then I was a kid when this came out, so when
yeah.
the show did. Yep. But my last thing is actually picked this up today, a Buffy back issue that is a cover that I just love so much. It is an homage to that X-Men cover. I can't think of the issue, but it's Cyclops instead of, I mean, this is Buffy, but Cyclops is like walking away from the X-Men.
Yeah.
And even like up here where it says Joss Whedon, I think this was like a Toy Story thing in the original X-Men comic, so the banner is even the same. I don't know. I love it.
Oh, nice. Yes.
So that's it. That's my haul.
All right. Okay. So, sorry, it's going to be this juggling, by the way. Now I'm a DJ, like, putting people up, like, whoever's doing the haul thing. Maddie, why don't you go next?
All right. So let me preface this by saying that I've been a little slow with my comic book reading and buying for a little bit. Just because
same girl, I feel
funny, and I've just been playing a lot of video games. I tend to binge things at a time. So, and whatever. Those are my excuses. Now those are to the side. I did get some comic books recently, but luckily that's all because of my wonderful channel and one of our viewers and from Marvel themselves. So a lot of my haul is very just, I don't know, it's from them and not from me getting it on my own. I did read, because I got Ironheart, the newer one, the new Riri Williams Ironheart. And I loved it, by the way. We can talk about that later, but
can we talk about the cover?
It's so cute. You don't like it?
Her body shape. I don't understand. I remember when that came out, everybody was like, "What is?" And I can't. I don't like it.
That water, water work.
The
water is so well done. And then I don't know what that giraffe neck situation going on, because I saw that, I'm like, I had Chloe face. I had literally Chloe face. Like, I'm I mean, it's not
anything of it.
It's almost as if it's not bad enough for these comics to take off, and and then on top of that, they settle with this like terrible covers. Like, it's not good at all. I don't.
It didn't bother me, but I mean, speaking of Riri Williams, before I go through the rest of this, I guess there's been some issues lately with how she just joined Marvel Rising, the TV show, and I think there's been some issues with people based on how she's been portrayed and drawn and colored. I don't know if you guys have looked into it. I've looked into it. I shouldn't bring it up without all of my research, I guess, but looks like there may be some fan upset because they made her a lot lighter skin than she's supposed to be, and I think some other issues too, but I don't know. I think it's worth us looking into at some point.
Interesting. Did not know that.
I didn't tell. There's some comic book artists I follow that made us a post about it, but
well, as you go through your rest of the haul, I'll look it up. Okay. So go for it.
I also got Gotham Central. I haven't read these yet, but book 1 and 2 by Brubaker and Rucka. I mean, I love both of them, so I assume this is going to be great. I finally I've got the trade of World War Hulk, so I can finally read that. I still want to get the omnibus eventually, but I'm happy to go ahead and jump on this. Copperhead, which I don't know much about. I think Freya reviewed it.
Oh my god, Copperhead is so good.
Yeah?
It's so
Okay.
good. It's so good. It's the best thing ever. Oh my god. It's
Well,
the
I'm
best thing ever.
excited.
I've been hounding the writer to finish it off because the last volume is supposed to be the end.
Yeah.
The first 2 issues were solicited and then it was canceled. I've been messaging, I've been emailing him every 2 months, ask him, hey, what's up? I think now he's just stopped responding to me. But anyway,
Well,
it's so good. Okay, all right, going back.
And these are like books I need to review and do videos on, but Motherlands, which I don't know what it's about, but the cover intrigues me. I don't know. Seems like a badass space-looking lady. Jess was nice enough to give me his copy of Die. It's like a D&D book written by Kieran Gillen with art by Stephanie Hans.
Yeah, that art's amazing.
Yeah, so this seems right up my alley. I haven't read it yet. Jess didn't feel it as much, but he thought that I would get some more enjoyment out of it. So I'm really pumped to read it. The only funny thing is, and Harry Sayer and I talked about this at C2E2, is that one of the characters in this book, let's see if I can find him. Oh, I can't. Anyways, well, looks just like a video game main character from Dragon Age Inquisition. I think he even said that to her. And she's like, okay. I also got Black Widow. I think it's one of the newer.
Yes.
So
yes.
We'll see how it goes. Besides that, real quick, I got The Terrifics, which I'm excited to read.
Jeff Lemire, yay!
Yeah. And I've never read this, Harrow County Volume 1.
Ooh.
So I can finally jump into this. This is a big honking book.
It's nice. Oh, you should unwrap that and put it on your face right now. Because it's so soft and smooth and I can't explain it.
Ooh.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad we could see this live on air. Only here on Fangirls, you guys. Aren't you glad I said something?
I wish you told me. I would have brought my copy of it and then we can all rub their face on it. That is it. You know,
oh my
our
God.
viewership would have
nice?
gone up on that.
That's really nice.
Even like under the dust jacket. I don't know why, but that material is also nice. I'm showing you how you.
Hang on, take off that dust jacket.
Oh, I'll take it off.
Oh,
These guys are here too.
Right?
How do they do that?
We should have some music going with this.
I don't understand how they do that. Yeah, touching that creepy cover.
But I've had these for a little, a hot minute, and I have not read them yet. So I'm hoping this week I should have some free lunch reading times to get through them. I also have a quick Gen Con haul. I don't know if anybody cares about that stuff or not.
I do.
Yeah, we do. We do. Before you start with the Gen Con haul, just to kind of wanted to say that the whole thing about the controversy was like her hair was turned into a flat, straight hair.
Oh, okay.
Because she was known.
It was a skin color thing.
Right. She was known to have like this hair, and which is kind of interesting because Brian Michael Bendis made Riri Williams to be like his daughter. Like, it was modeled after his daughter.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm forgetting her name. She's always in his Instagram.
Yeah.
And I think she was also the inspiration for Naomi as well. So there's a reason her hairs and everything was like that. But in the thing, she all of a sudden has like full lips and her hair is right. She's supposed to have full lips and then curly hair, but now her hair is like absolutely straight and
yeah,
it looks like mine. So that was a controversy. Sorry.
No. I'm glad to know. Real quick, I was looking at the chat at the same time. Drew was just bringing up some of the new news for the upcoming crossover with like the CW DC shows, and he was asking about. I did know, Drew, that what's his name? Brandon Routh was going to be Superman.
And Kevin Conroy is going to be Batman.
Yeah, and there's rumors that they're going to bring in Black Lightning finally to be a part of the rest of the universe, which about time. I don't see why I need to be separate, but whatever. I should do a review of that after it comes out. I think maybe I will. Okay, real quick, I'll go this really quickly. Gen Con Hall. So something that Kristin would be excited about. Hopefully she'll come over and play with me. I finally picked up Buffy the Vampire Slayer board game.
I have that and I've never played it.
I don't know if it's good. I've been almost buying this a million times. It was on sale. My fiance is just shaking his head at me. You don't even know. You haven't played it. He's just going.
I'll be there in a second. We'll play it.
We'll play it. I figured, I mean, it's on sale. Whatever. If it's good, great. If it's not, it doesn't matter.
That's what I say.
And then they gave me this game for free when I bought it. And this game's worth more than the other game. It's like an Arthurian legend game. And he said it's really hard. He's never beaten it. And I was like, you're really selling it.
Selling that, yeah. Are her hands touching that blade? That seems dangerous.
Yeah, I think it's the Lady of the Lake.
Okay.
She can touch it. That's okay. I did buy some weeaboo bullshit at this con. And I say weeaboo bullshit, I mean very anime game. I bought this. Kamigami Battles. And it's just like a board game of very boobalicious ladies fighting each other, basically. So
boobs be flying.
Listen, I make a lot of excuses for anything with anime attached to it that I would not excuse the U.S. I'll be honest, because really, this is Thor. Wait, sorry, Thor and Loki.
Oh boy,
it's really great. It's fun. And I got some Final Fantasy related stuff because we know that I talk about Final Fantasy a lot. Got a couple of new trading card packs and this cute little gambling game that's from the online game. Little Cactuar on it. And last thing, promise, this is more related to us and what we do. I bought this really cool like role-playing game guide called Masks, the New Generation. And basically it's like Dungeons and Dragons. Like that style of like you sit together, someone narrates, you're a character and you make choices, right? But this is like you build together like a Young Justice or Teen Titans type of team. So you all have like your special like teen superhero archetypes, like your Raven and your Robin and your like Connor Kent or your Spider-Man or whatever, and you get to make your own character and be a part of this like teen team and deal with like fighting crime, but also like angst and romance and dealing with having like a mentor that maybe is great for you or maybe is not. Like and I'm really excited. So I think I'm gonna actually like DM this since I have comic book knowledge and stuff. But I don't know.
That sounds fun.
Nice.
I think it'd be cool.
So it's a comic book?
No, so like
oh, it's like a role playing. Okay, I got it.
Role playing. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would be the storyteller. Weaver was
right.
And would come play, can make their own like superhero character, like teen champions or Teen Titans, and make your own. Or maybe I'll make it like, hey, you get to choose one of the existing Marvel or DC characters. Let's make a team, and I think it'll be better than the Titans TV show. I think, and that's what matters.
You're just gonna rewrite it. You're gonna re-fanfic it.
You know what? Yeah. And I argued with the guy. So I went and bought this, and the guy who wrote this is really chill. There's another guy from his company at the booth, and he and I argued forever because he thinks characters like Hawkeye are useless, like non-powered characters. And I was like, how dare you? So we had this, I was like, listen, I'm a Roy Harper diehard fan, and you're not going to come into my house, which is not, I was at Gen Con, and talk about Hawkeye and Roy Harper this way. Like,
but the thing is, are they non-superhero though? Because the way they're shooting those arrows, there's no way there is some steroid action going on. Normal people cannot
skill and talent,
I mean, hey, listen. All right. So, by the way, I actually wanted to ask you this question. Have you ever played Life is Strange, Maddie?
Absolutely.
Oh, great.
Wait, Kristin, have you not played Life is Strange?
I haven't. I have not played it.
Kristin, it's like...
I know. It's old.
It's like
it's old now.
Game.
I know, it really is. Oh, wait. I started to play it, and then suddenly I wasn't playing games. So I need to go back to it.
Okay, because there is a comic for the continuation of it right after that. That's on Hoopla, and that comic book has like 4.5 out of 5 with like thousands of reviews in Goodreads, which is unheard of. I've never seen it like that. And so that's why I was going to ask you, like, if you do you know about this?
No, but I'd love to read. Well, like I knew the comic was out, but I just assumed it was like during the game or something. Because most of the are, but a continuation.
It's a continuation, so it's actually a fanfic. So I believe it's a fanfic and what the fan wanted, and they never got it. I think that was something like that because it's the relationship of those two ladies.
Yeah.
So.
Man, I'm gonna have to get it and give it to my niece too because she's a big Life is Strange.
So it's Emma Michelli. Okay. Yeah, it's have 4.27 and like 4.27 is like for the thing, and the trade. Yeah, the trade has like 4.17, which I've never there's very few. I think other than Giant Days, I've never seen any comic to get that high rating. Yeah. Anyway, so we can read that. We can talk about that. All right. So my things that I got, surprisingly, this is all Kristin's fault because Kristin got me into Hoopla and Comixology Unlimited, and I stopped buying books.
Yeah.
Like, I really I was looking through my thing. I'm like, oh no, I didn't buy anything. But I still did buy something because I'm not a heathen yet. So some of the things that I got, I'm finished up my Lucy Kinsey collection. These were the last two. Well, no, actually, sorry. These three. These three was the last 3 that I needed to get to complete all my Lucy Kinsley ones. I'm going to start reading them soon. So this is like, I got them all for like $2 each from like used book. And look at this. They don't even look used. It's like
nice.
They're very cute.
I know. Then I got this George Takei's They Called Us Enemy. So I felt like I needed to get this because it's it's a historically important thing and it's George Takei. So I'm going to be this is the way. Yeah, I'm going to be reading it soon. Moon Girl and the Devil Dinosaur, Volume 7. I'm continuing to collect that. Because Luna is my girl. She's like me. Old person trapped in a young body. I can feel that. West Coast Avengers Volume 2. Because Kelly Thompson, I'm going to buy all things Kelly Thompson. That's just the cool.
West Coast Avengers is so fun.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Yeah, and then Monstrous. I got the Burns and Noble hardcover version.
Oh yeah, I got that too. I forgot.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm in love with this art. I can't comment on the story just yet because so far it's really good. I don't know how it's gonna be, but and this also comes with these postcards. Wait, yeah, these postcards. It comes with these postcards, the Barnes and Noble version. So that's what I got, and then this was an interesting purchase. Do you guys know about this? Barrier by Brian K. Vaughan. So this is
I've heard about that.
Yeah. So they didn't do a trade, but it's just like these comics, like comic books, in this slipcase, which is the exact same size as the hardcover, oversized hardcover.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah. So see, it's actually the exact same size. So these comic books are of that size. Like it's like oversized version. So kind of like his Private Eye, and it's actually reads this way.
Ooh, neat.
So kind of interesting. This
I
was
wonder
going.
if that's going to get annoying. Do you think that's going to start annoying you in the middle of it?
I'm gonna let you know once
having
I
to like
read it.
flip up instead of to the side. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to let you know once I get like I don't know about that, but yeah. So this is kind of something that I got. Thanos by Donny Cates. I read the book in trade, but when the oversized hardcover came, I had to get it. This is like the most, I can't decide if this is the dumbest, most fun book I read or the most fun, dumb book I read. It's one of the two. I don't know which one it is, but it's one of the two. So the hardcover version for that. Batman by Grant Morrison. I'm buying the omnibus. I don't know, guys. Grant Morrison, I really like him, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this.
I mean, the book looks pretty.
Yeah,
it does.
I like the color spines.
Yeah. So, and then these two are kind of interesting because I read them on Comixology Unlimited first. I love these so much that I went and bought the book. First one is Suiciders by Lee Bermejo. So it's the art by him, who I love his art. Can you see it? So it's about post-apocalyptic Los Angeles, where people have like gladiator style fights and stuff. So it's like all in like a chunky trade for all 11 issues, and I went and got it because I really liked it. And the second one was Hexed.
Ooh, I want to read that.
Like, I loved this book. Like, loved it to the point like I want to eat it. It's so good. Like, it's so good. The art is fantastic. It's phenomenal. Like, it just Emma Rios does the first 6 issue, and then it goes on to Dan Mora, who we know from Klaus.
I love Dan Mora.
Oh my god, it's so
my favorite comic book artist now, actually. Like,
he's killing it.
Right.
I love everything he does.
Right. It is Dan Mora. Yes, it is Dan Mora. I wanted to make sure. I loved this book. Like, I read it in Comixology Unlimited. As soon as I was done, I'm like, nope, check. I'm going to buy this. And so good. So this is by Boom. They have this this chunky trade. I'm not sure why this doesn't have a hardcover, because it would have been nice as hardcover.
Probably because it's Boom. They can't even give us a Giant is 4.
Oh my god! I'm gonna be an old lady by the time that is done collected. Like, I'm gonna be an old lady. And then this is where I kind of went a little bit insane with floppies. I decided to buy all the bunch of Miss Marvel covers that I love. Kamala Khan Miss Marvel, and I kind of just went crazy and bought a bunch of them. So this is like the Magnificent Miss Marvel #1. I wish I knew this variant cover is by. This is a variant cover. I just absolutely love the cover.
It's probably
so
on the
I had
inside.
to get it. Where does one say? Elsa Carter? Matthew Wilson. And Matthew Wilson, who we love from Wicked and Divine. He's a colorist from that.
Sweet.
That's what this is from. So yes, so this is one. Then number 5, because she now got a new armor, and this is like the first appearance of that.
Yeah, that book's worth money now, girl.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Well, this ain't going anywhere. So
I'm just saying.
Anyway, so yeah, so this I got this. I had to make sure that this was on my pull list. So yeah, and then of course this one is the normal cover for the Magnificent Miss Marvel. Kristin, do you notice?
Books a Million frame. Hell yeah.
Like, yeah. Kristin got me into this, like, this frames. Like, she's like, yeah, you want frames? I got frames. And these
I got frames for you. I got the cheapest, best frames for you.
Yeah, and this is only like $4.99, and they look so awesome. I'm like, whoa. So yeah, so I got a bunch of these. And then this is another one. I love this cover so much.
Oh, that one's so good. I love it.
I love this cover so much. So I had to get this. And I got this for 50 cents. So I'm like, hell yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, so this is one. Then there's this one. It's mostly because the content of it, because this was a very interesting issue. You should read it. There's her whole life changed after this, and this issue. So I got it more for the point of view of what's happening inside than the cover. And the cover itself, it looks very good. She actually goes back to Pakistan to find herself. So that was interesting. This is another one that, Max Lim, I think. There was like this battle line version for almost all the superhero that came out with this. So this is one. Now I have like 4 different versions of Miss Marvel, Magnificent Miss Marvel, by the way. And then this one, look at this.
That's so
Can you
good.
see it?
Oh, that's cute.
I love this one so much. So this is for the last days. So this is like issue 17. So this is the last issue of before Secret Wars. So I kind of got this. This one I kind of liked because, you know, she's looking all ready and stuff. And then Marvel Rising. This is by Peach Momoko.
Oh, nice.
So I actually won this on eBay for, I think I paid total 35 with shipping. But this is going for like 50 plus, like 60 plus.
Girl, you turned to a serious floppy collector now.
I mean, my
Buy
God.
books for $30 on eBay. Yep.
I mean, you know, and I needed to have this because Peach Momoko. And then look at it, like she's like that way anyway. She's like front and center of this, so I needed to get that. And this one, I showed it before, but this is actually one that I got sketched by an artist, so I really loved it. All I told him, I'm like, just made Miles and Kamala just hanging out on a rooftop, and he came up with this. I just love it so much. The details of it, I don't know if you guys can see it. Like, see, there's like cars, like underneath on the streets.
I love the
and
webbing.
stuff. The web and stuff. They're just sitting there and chilling. I ship them so hard though, but I think, like, you know, Bruno is the one for her. But I just love them so much. But anyway, so that's all my hauls.
I forgot a couple things.
Too late. Time's over.
Maddie just bought some stuff while you were doing that.
Like, show us, Maddie.
I got this. It's the Red Sonja Vampirella meets Betty and Veronica. Now it's not good inside of this. It's not.
I thought you said that, yeah.
And Amy, I love you. I'm sorry. But the cover is great. It's not Amy's fault. Listen, there's only so much you can do with a series like this. You know, it's fine. But the cover is great. Look, Red Sonja plays football. How great is that? And there's also, I went ahead and pre-ordered, like, there's going to be another series that's Red Sonja and Vampirella. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but I think it is a female writer. And Babs started a cover, which is they're eating hamburgers. And I was like, you know what? That's the kind of content I want. 2 girls hanging out, eating hamburgers. That sounds great, you know? So I hope it's good. But also, I got this. Look at this.
Aww. It's cute.
It's so cute.
Right? There's a new set. It's like 4 of them. And I'd already pre-ordered Supergirl, but there's Batgirl, Supergirl, Wonder Woman, and Hawk Girl. And they're so cute. But I went ahead and picked up this one. They're $60 a piece, so I'm slowly picking them up. But I had to go ahead and grab this one.
That is so cute. I want it.
They're so cute. I love them. Like, I got to see the rest of them in person. I'm not a big Hawk Girl fan, but I want to get Hawk Girl.
Nice.
So yeah, there it is.
Awesome.
All right. Well, now that we have done with our haul, let's talk about what we have read. Who wanna go first?
I'll do it because there's not a lot.
Yeah,
go for it.
Yeah, well, a lot of this, you know, Faria has heard, and if you guys have seen our Hoopla show, which if you haven't, you can go over to the Fangirlz Assemble channel and check that out.
Which is down below the description.
Yeah. So sorry if you've heard it, you're going to hear me say the same things. But I'm still reading Sabrina the Teenage Witch by Kelly Thompson. It's still fantastic. I'm keeping up with that in singles on Hoopla, and it's great. Ghosted in LA. It's a new Boom series. I hated it.
I'm trying to read that.
Girl, didn't like it.
Ooh,
I said hated. Yeah. I gave it 2 stars. So, like,
hey,
okay.
You know, I trust you.
I mean, I was excited about it. I was real excited about it. And then this girl, she just had a fight with her friend, and then she went to college and didn't have friends, and her roommate sucked. So she walked up to a mansion one night, and there were ghosts. And she was like, hey, can I stay here with y'all? And they were like, yeah, just go do like errands for us. I was like, what am I reading? And that was it. So, hey, it was a
story written by like a middle schooler.
That's what it felt like. And I was like, I don't know if this is for me. I may check out the next issue from Hoopla just out of curiosity if something happens. But what happened, I didn't enjoy. Very happy I didn't buy it. So who knows? But I read Bad Weekend, the new Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips book.
Nice.
Loved it. 5 stars. Everyone check it out. I'm sure everyone probably has, but it's really great. I've been reading Superior Spider-Man. I'm really loving that. So that's been good. I read Blossom 666, which is in the Archie horror series. It's about the Blossom twins in a cult. So this was me during it. I was like, I'm kind of interested in this. This is a good idea. Okay, cool. And I got to the end.
It wasn't a good idea. Spoiler alert.
The end was so bad that it made me hate the whole thing.
Oh no, that's the worst feeling.
Oh my gosh. It literally ended with the end ?
No.
Guys, why are we doing that ever? It's 2019.
Yeah, just stop.
It felt so childish, you know? I was like, give me an end or don't do it. So that made me hate the whole thing. Would not recommend. I'm caught up to Giant Days. It's still fantastic. Same with Buffy and Angel. I'm enjoying both of those. There's going to be a crossover like in October, and I'm excited about that. And I finished up Despicable Deadpool. Did I already mention that before? It's been so long we've done this, guys. I'm not sure.
I know.
But I read it, loved it. And that's all I got.
All right. Yeah. That's some really hefty. That was some good read. Like, you know, a good amount of read.
Oh, I did finish today. I should mention Lupin Leaps In, which is the second book in the Cat Breaking News series. And it's so good because it's literally just cats like in their living room with little microphones like, guys, the vacuum's back. And then they report to each other, and it's so cute and funny, and I love it.
I can attest to that because that's what I read today. And I read it today, like, you know, within like 20 minutes, I was laughing the whole time because it was so dumb and so good. Oh, so good.
Yeah, it's stupid and hilarious, and I love it.
Because, you know, the cats are just pretty much like, and then there's one cat who really doesn't like the neighbor's cat. And there's like a whole running joke about that. They have like a whole arc about that. So that's just, it's good. Oh my God.
Great.
Yes. All right. Maddie, why don't you go next?
All right, let's do it. Again, I haven't read much. I'm hoping to read more this week. That's the plan. So I finally read all of Saga that there is right now. Because I have.
Ooh. Hang on. Kristin, are you caught up with Saga?
No, sadly not. I still need to get the third book.
That's good.
Okay.
I hear things about it.
Yeah.
I'm scared of it.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Kristin, hang on. Kristin, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Close my eyes?
Yeah, because I was going to ask Maddie a question. Maddie, what? Like, blink,
I'm going to close my eyes. I can hear you.
No. I was going to say, Maddie, blink once if you liked where they left off, or blink twice if you didn't like.
That's not a spoiler.
Oh, okay. It's not? All right, Maddie.
I'm fine with that.
Huh?
I mean, I'm fine with that. Like, okay. Everyone kept talking about it, but not talking about it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, okay.
It's to the point where I think I know what happens.
Yeah, I mean,
because so many people have like danced around it.
Yeah, because everybody's, you know, everyone was like, oh, I can't believe what happened at the ending. I'm like, well, now I'm gonna get to the ending and not feel anything because I have prepared myself.
Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, I didn't know anything, and I read it, and I'm like, what? No, that was not okay. I honestly thought that someone, like, it felt personal. It was very personal, and they just left us right there. Like, I'm like, I've been hating on this so hard. Like, it's like, how dare you left us with that?
You know, it's not the worst I've been. It's just fine. It's not the worst I've been through this past year. So,
like, you know, I mean, what if they never picks it up, guys?
They will. It'll finish.
Anyway, all right, okay.
Yeah, it's a cash cow. They got to go back to it.
All right.
So most of my reading has been for either our show or my other show, and I haven't done a lot of just like for funsies. Mm-hmm. I did read Ironheart, of course, Riri Williams, and I loved that. I loved it. I had heard so many other things about the other books about her that they just weren't well developed. They didn't really like them, but I really enjoyed this one.
Okay.
I thought she was a really fun character, and I'd like to see more of her. And I was pretty pleased. I don't know when's the last time we talked about what we've read? I don't even know what to catch up on.
That's what I
read
thinking.
Infinite Crisis, finally, all of it, every bit of it. I mostly read it digitally and not with a book open, like for you.
No, I have noodle arm. I couldn't carry that omnibus, so I sold the omnibus.
But I did read some of it. I'm really still glad I have it. But I liked it. I thought it was a good. I thought it was a very good DC story.
Your voice just went up. Like I liked it.
I did. I mean, I liked it more than some other things I've read. I read Secret Wars. Hated that. There's so many times on this show or maybe other shows, people are like, Maddie likes everything. She gives 10 out of 10. Drew, I know you're in the chat. I blame you. I'm just kidding. And I'm like, no.
Hold on. That was the Secret Wars. That was the Secret Wars, the Brian Michael Bendis one, right?
No.
The original. She's talking about.
Original Secret Wars.
Right. Oh, so that's like, who is it by?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, the one that came out in 1990s or 1988.
Yeah. The one, I was about to describe the plot, but honestly, I feel like Marvel just reuses this plot all the time.
Of course. There's
Doom is there, and then I'm like, oh wait, never mind. It's everything.
Jim Starling, I think.
Jim Shooter.
Jim Shooter. There you go. Okay.
I didn't like it at all.
Right.
The art was good, but I didn't like the book. I read finally Booster Gold, new 52 pickup, and Blue and Gold. Those were great.
Oh, really? Okay.
I love Booster Gold. I think everybody should read Booster Gold. I think he's such a fun addition to the DC universe. He just breaks the mold, and I think you need that. He's a good outside but not outside character to have.
No, Booster Gold is the most Marvel character I've ever met.
Oh yeah,
that's stuck in DC world. I feel so bad for him. I'm like, you don't deserve to be here, my son. Like you need to be in Marvel world.
No,
yeah. So by the way, I really recommend there is like a Booster Gold. If you look it up, it's like these Justice League action.
Yes.
They have there's like a 15-minute Booster Gold episode. That's like the best episode ever.
Everyone should watch Justice League action, by the way. Honestly.
Oh yeah. You should watch every one of them. But
DC pulls some bullshit with its comics a lot, and DC movies pull some bullshit. The animated movies are really good, and then Justice League action is like, I want to just enjoy DC. I want to enjoy DC characters and just have a good time. Justice League action just gives you that in a silver platter. It's like, here it is.
Yes,
your life is good again.
I really like. So I watch Justice League action, then I get all excited to read Justice League books. Then I'm like, oh no, this is not for me. What am I doing with myself? Stop moping, everyone. You guys are superheroes with ultra superpowers. Start killing your enemies because it will be over in a bit. Then you can go and get yourself a shawarma after that. That's what I feel like. But anyway, never mind. I'm down from my box. What else have you read?
That's about it. That's the most within the last month, which sounds sad. I usually read so much more. It feels weird. But again, I go through stages. So we'll meet every once in a while, and then it'll be like, guess what? 50 books I read. And then it'll go to I read maybe a book this week,
Well, that's fine. So if you want to listen to 50 books that I read, because I can't stop reading nowadays. I don't know what happened to me.
Because you have 107 checkouts on Hoopla.
That's the problem. It's your fault, Kristin.
I didn't ask you to take over every library in your state.
Well, I can't stop. Remember I told you, once I start something, I have to become a crazy person about that. So yeah, because of Kristin, I read way too many books. It's Kristin's fault.
It's always fault.
Yeah, it's always Kristin's fault. So I continued on with my we talked about in our Hoopla chat about all the books that I've read, but so some of these are going to be copy paste of that, and some of these are continuation of that. So I read Lucifer Mike Carey, the old Vertigo, and then I continued on with the new series that came out 2015 by Holly Black, which picks up right where Mike Carey's one left off. So which is a plus and minus because Mike Carey's run kind of ends in a very awesome way. So it picks it up, which is still good. But however, the new one that came out last year apparently made this one nil. Made this one null. It's like this is not in canon anymore, which was very annoying. But it's okay. I read it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I read Murder Falcon because Reed told us to read it. I have a bone to pick with Reed about this because it made me cry. It made me cry so much. And I'm like,
that's not Reed's fault.
Reed should have gave me a warning. Then I read Breaking Cat News, and I laughed so much. And it was back to back. So it was an emotional.
Well, that's what you needed, right? You cried and then you're like, laughs. Yeah.
Exactly. So it was that. Mars Attacks by Kyle Starks.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. Did you love it? Oh my God.
Oh, I gave it 5 stars. And
it's so good.
It was like I was laughing so much, and then I also cried.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh.
I don't even think I want to push this book on everyone so hard because I don't think everybody understands. I don't think even Kyle understands how good this book is.
Yeah, and this is one of the books I read it in Hoopla, but I'm now getting the trade. So that's how good that is. Because hell no, I'm not getting both. But yeah, I'm getting that trade. Another thing that I'm getting the trade of, we got the first hardcover, and I didn't actually read it then, but I read it now. Gem and the Holograms. I caught up with all of it.
All of it.
Because the entirety is on Comixology Unlimited. So I read the entirety. And
add it to my list.
Yeah,
that was news to me too. I was like, wait, all of it's on there now? Because I read up to a certain point and then it stopped.
No, it's everything, including all the side series are there too. By the way, if you read it, it's your responsibility to read the Misfits spin-off series because that is better than Gem and the Hologram. So that tells you something that series is. And I also realized I'm a pizzazz, guys. I don't know. It didn't make me feel very good. But then I read the Misfit. I'm like, I'm good. It's okay because she's awesome in it. So I read all of it on Comixology Unlimited. Then I read 6 Days by Robert Venditti on Hoopla. I forgot what happened in it. So it's not good, guys. Superior Spider-Man. Kristin got me on. She said, I'm reading it. I'm like, I'm going to read it too. And then I read it. Oh, God, that was something. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. But at the time, I'm like, what's going on?
It's like Crazy Town. Yeah.
It is Crazy Town.
It's Crazy Town.
It's entirety of Crazy Town. Especially that volume 2, the hardcover, the volume, the content of that volume 2.
Yeah,
I was not expecting how the shit
it gets super real in that one. Yeah,
where
you're like, oh, this seems wrong. Why is this happening? Yeah,
So many times I thought to myself, I'm like, this is wrong, and then I actually shared, like, is this Marvel? Is this big too? Oh my God, this is not an Image series, or this is not a Boom series.
People are dying. It's a lot.
It's a lot to do, and those people don't come back. So it's not like the death was permanent on those things. Then I caught up with entirety of Aquaman Rebirth. I really liked it, but there was, how we talk about, we like to see superheroes have a downtime. They go manicure, pedicure. There's none of that. No, there is none of that. It's like go, 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 go from the whole time. I felt like Billy Eichner was yelling the story at me. That's what I thought.
Honestly,
I would love to watch that
too.
Oh,
I honestly blame a lot of that kind of stuff on having to sell floppies, because people who read this think, okay, well, we can't have a floppy where they just chill because it's not going to sell. I'm like, stop.
But the thing is, like, that's what Dan Abnett's last volume of New 52 Aquaman was, because this picks up the second, like where the last New 52, the last panel left off. Rebirth picks up from there. It's the next day. It's pretty much the next minute. You know. So I'm like, well, you've done it, so you've shown that you could do it. So why this is? I mean, anyway, that's fine.
That's why manga's great, because they always have time. They always make time to have downtime, because that's what you need for character development. You can't just go. You need a beach episode. Episode.
So you can really feel the feels when it gets real.
You have absolutely have to have those things, so your audience will care, and so the characters will care about each other.
I mean,
I also love not having like substitute artists in the middle of like the best part of the story or something. You know,
I'm so tired of that. Just
the thing is, like, at least the art over here, so that's like the bad thing though. How is it possible that I'm not finding Mira and Arthur attractive? It's a problem. Because until your boy Stefan Suzik takes over, that was not cool. I mean, I'm like, no, that is not cool. Like, they're so attractive people, and I wasn't finding them attractive. And then when Stefan Suzik, I'm like, whoa, this is too much. This is too sexy.
Yeah, once Stefan takes over anything, and it's like, oh, whew, here we go.
Yeah. Whew.
Man,
there was
like, there was going to be, like, I cannot wait to read it, because he's doing this whole, he's doing the art for this Harley Quinn story.
Oh.
Called Harley, and already it looks amazing.
Oh, yeah. So, no, I mean, that was like, and there was beards involved. I mean, both on Mira and on Arthur. So it was, it was like a lot going on by that time. I also read Taproot, which, it was on Comicsology Unlimited, it was on Hoopla, and that was like pretty much like Pillow of the Woods, the book that we read. It was very, very charming. I really liked it. It was very, very charming. And I do recommend it for everyone. And then I read Defenders, The Best Defense. It wasn't good, guys. Don't read it. I read it on Marvel Unlimited. That's why I'm okay with it. That's why I gave it 2-star. Or else it would have been a 0-star. I'm like, well, I didn't spend any money. I've been continuing to read Hellblazer, which I'm doing the review with Bethany on the Fangirlz Assemble channel, which you can find bottom. So that's kind of going on. I'm on volume 12, but volume 1 to 2. That I'm doing 13, 14, 15. I think within like a couple of weeks, that's when we're going to be doing it as well. Fairy Quest by Paul Jenkins. That's what I read that. But the thing is, like, it's unfinished. So too bad. And unfinished as of 2015. So that means it's not picking up. But it's a very cool idea, though, kind of like Once Upon a Time, where fairy tale characters have free will and they want to rebel because they don't want to be part of the norm or the story that was written for them. Very cool idea, but it didn't go anywhere. And Ultra. Don't read Ultra. It's not good. So I think that's where we left off last time, because I remember getting really, really mad at it about it. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's all I read.
Well, at least next week we'll have a joint review to do, hopefully, as long as our books come in and we all get to read them.
Definitely.
Bottom Feeder and
Bottom Feeders,
Moon Shadows, yeah.
And Moon Shadows, yes, that's what we're going to be doing. One thing I do actually want to start reading, though, is like Thor by Jason Aaron, because I think like that's something I should be starting to read.
Absolutely.
I've been planning on reading this since like January, but then I keep on pushing this. But now I think
I'm going to read it soon, so we can read it together.
Okay.
You should read it. It's so good. And now that War of the Realms is done, you can kind of really go with Aaron's vision throughout, and really see how it builds up. And so actually, it's a good time for you guys to get in it, because you can just really get it all in one go, and just I'm so excited for you guys. It's so good. Jane Foster's so good. She's just so great.
Oh, speaking of other things that I read, I am reading House of X and Power of 10.
I am too.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the first ever time. The first ever time I'm reading it on the day that shit is coming out, and I'm like, what have I become? Like, what have I become?
You're
I'm
supporting
becoming
the
what?
industry.
Man,
I'm supporting the industry because
yeah.
at least I haven't become that I'm buying those issues. So I'm actually digitally on console. So, and then I'm like, yeah, but those I really there was a couple of variants I was interested in. Those shit are expensive. Do you guys know this? Like variants are expensive.
You meant we gave them away. Marvel sent us like all the variants to give away.
Yeah, I cried when I didn't win
I'm
one.
so sorry. I was rooting for you.
I know. I appreciate you. No, but guys, I mean, that's how we still have comics. All those variants that cost so much. I mean, the collector market is driving this industry.
It's the only reason I buy variants or buy like single issues is variants are the reason. I wouldn't be buying it else like without it.
Yeah, but the thing is, I really wanted looking for those connected variants by Mark Brooks.
Yeah.
Then I look at the price. I'm like, no, it's good. When that oversized hardcover comes out, it's gonna be in the back, and I'm gonna look at it then. I'm gonna be like, hey, look.
These comic book artists, as long as you can catch them at a con, you can buy those prints. Which I never even thought was a possibility until C2E2, and now I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, and but that's okay. I've been reading that. I've been obsessing over it every waking minute. That's the only thing I've been thinking about: House of X and Powers of 10. That's all I've been thinking about. I'm like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? But
I'm still confused by it because I haven't read a lot of X-Men. But what I do know is I love Rasputin, and that's all I care about. I just care about her. And I care about nothing else.
Right. Yeah. But,
I think she's amazing.
She was only there for 2 minutes, 2 seconds though. But that's okay.
She's so cool.
But I want to I actually proposed to Hickman in one of the episodes. that just took a wild turn at one point. But anyway, that's okay. Yeah.
I know I have to go plant seeds. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Oh, plant some seeds. Yeah. Planting seeds is very important now. But anyway, so that's the thing. So we are doing the every Friday we're putting up the issue by issue review with Zach and Peter and I, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun just to be there, and then they're like, well, as X-Men experts, they're very nice. They listen to all my X-Noob questions, but they're very nice. So yeah, so that's been a lot of fun to do that with them. But anyway, all right. So what else is going on? Any news or views we want to talk about?
We could save them for next week. I mean, the only thing I would want to talk about eventually is Heathen and what else got news? Namor's confirmed.
Where?
What?
Where?
In the next Black Panther movie, Namor's going to be in it.
Where is it going to be?
In Black Panther.
Oh, really? When did that happen?
I heard that.
I mean, we all guessed this was going to happen 5 million years ago.
No, I know that.
When they said that, I was like, yeah, duh.
Because when they said that the first ever gay relationship, it has to be Black Panther and Namor. I mean, that's all it is. Hickman have written that in Hickman Avengers. That needs to confirm over. Oh my God, who was cast? Well, I knew that.
Haven't chosen that yet, I don't think, but it is confirmed that Namor will be like the villain.
Of course he's gonna be the villain. Oh my god, that I caught that in Endgames. It has to happen. Oh, the tremor, and then everyone said Henry Golding. Okay, I can see that. He's hot. But anyway, name it has to happen. Oh my god. All right, okay.
And then we're getting Heathen as a is it a TV show we're gonna get us?
I believe movie.
And so that'd be pretty cool.
I really hope that happens, though. I hope that happens. Because sometimes we get this news that, something picked up and then it always gets into the developmental hell. I hope that it doesn't happen for this one. That this gets done. By the way, did you guys know that Greg Rucka is actually directing a movie, The Old Guard? With Charlize Theron?
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently that's a thing. That's actually happening. So, they're actually filming it and everything. I loved the shit out of Old Guard. So if this movie actually happens, because I can totally see Charlize Theron be as the lead, as the protagonist of that. Oh, so good.
Other important comic book news I just remembered about is, I mean, we already knew we were getting a New Gods movie, but they've confirmed more so what the story is going to be about.
Darkseid confirmed.
Very excited because it looks like the story is going to focus on Mr. Miracle and Big Barda falling in love and getting out of Apocalypse. You know, with Darkseid and the Female Furies being the villain. And I'm like, this is exactly what I want. Thank you. Like,
so it's Mr. Miracle by Tom King.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's going to be much more so like, because that's after their relationship, right? That's way into the future of this. Like, we're looking at more of a, like, the beginning of them, right? Them falling in love, them deciding that they want to leave Apocalypse, figuring that out, right? So I'm very excited about it.
Nice. All right. And what else out there? What else is happening?
That's it. The Boys is good. It's a really good TV show.
Okay.
That's my pick of the week. There you go. The Boys. Here you go.
Oh, nice. Have you started reading the comics?
No, I know I'm going to hate it, but I keep pushing it on Omar because I want to read it and talk about it publicly.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know about that, but that's okay. Well, I'm glad that supposedly the show is completely flawed. I don't even know.
They do a very good job. They had good writers on there. Like, there's some tough situations they go through, but I feel like they deal with them very, very well. I'm very pleased.
Yeah, Lee Clark has been trying to get me on to watch it, but I'm like, no, it has been wrong. The bill has been wrong that there's a rape in it, so I ain't watching it. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, sorry about that. But I mean, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm saying sorry. So yeah, it's not gonna happen. But anyway, all right. So that's your pick of the week, Kristin. What's your pick of the week?
I am almost done with Orange is the New Black.
Me too.
Oh yeah. So. I mean, yeah, I'm nearing there. I'm almost there. This whole season has made me really anxious, and I'm upset constantly. That's pretty much the whole show, though. Yeah. But I'm excited to see it end, although I'm very sad because I know we're going to have a lot of sad endings. So
yeah, everything so far is just sad.
It's just all really sad. So I've been watching that and Queer Eye, the new season. That's way more exciting and happy. And so if you watch them together, kind of, it'll help you deal with Orange is the New Black. So my picks of the week are those together.
Oh, so you're watching one after the other, like one episode of this and then other episode of that?
Not directly, but like basically, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very interesting way of watching TV show. I don't know if I can handle that emotional up and down. It's like an upper and a downer.
I feel like I need it.
You do it? Okay.
If you were watching the season, you'd feel like you needed it.
Oh, no, I have no doubt about that. Yeah, absolutely. My pick of the week would be Gem and a Hologram by Kelly Thompson. I love Kelly Thompson. I don't know if I've mentioned that enough. And the entire series from top to bottom has been amazing. The art, though, is like after Sophie Campbell leaves, becomes a little bit bad. But the story fills up the gap. And Kelly Thompson, she knows how to get your heart. I mean, oh my God, that's amazing. So I would pick that. So where people can go and find all the books that we talked about, like we have read, we have talked about, where do people go?
InStockTrades.com.
Where you can get all your collected editions, Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, up to 42% off. Sometimes there's the new releases are up to 50% off. That is picked by Cameron and Cameron himself. So you can get now Marvel books are 3% off, additional 3% off on Marvel books, I think, which ends today. And then $50 above, you get free shipping. So go to InStockTrades.com to buy all the books that we talked about and some more. And we will see you next week, where we'll be talking about Moonshadows and Bottom Feeders. That was our two back-to-back lab pick of the week. For the pick of the month for last 2 months. We'll finally get to it. So, and if you can watch more of Maddie at Near Mint Condition with Omar, you can watch Kristin and I at Fangirlz Assemble. The link for that is below. You can also follow us at Fangirlz Live on Twitter and Fangirlz Assemble at Instagram. Go subscribe, watch our video. It will make us feel better. I mean, because, why not? Yeah, just go and then just keep it running, spread the word and all that jazz, But anyway. All right, then. See you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
I still don't know when this